Hey Queens, it's Jonny
and Lady Red
here to let you know about AbFab the movie hitting theaters this Friday, July 22nd.
Ooh.
Yes, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Patsy and Adina are back, darling.
So exciting.
Still best friends in partisan crime, Patsy and Adina attempt to save Eddie's failing PR agency by signing supermodel legend Kate Moss.
Wow.
Their perfect plan goes awry when Eddie accidentally kills Kate Moss. What do they do after killing fashion royalty? Escape to the south of France, of course. Yes. The original cast is back, including Patsy, Adina, Safi, Gran, Bo, and Marshall.
God, I love this show.
Everyone, AbFab the movie hitting theaters this Friday, July 22nd. Are you gonna go see it? Yes! AbFab the movie. Don't miss it, sweetie darling.
Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kikiing? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are, because now it's time for Hey Qween with your host, Jonny McGovern.
Hey Qween, it's just a good old-fashioned kiki. Hey Qween, we're cutting up with Jonny. Hey, 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 hey Qween.
Hello, my little special gay babies, and welcome to the season 4 finale of Hey Qween with me, your host, Jonny McGovern. Ooh, we have a very royal show for you today, honey. Yes, my homegirl and the reigning queen of RuPaul's Drag Race, Bob the Drag Queen, is here today. Yes. I'm pretty sure she'll be walking into the set purse first. Oh my goodness. But before I introduce her, there's another delicious diva I have to introduce. She's the hubba to my bubba. She's my double mid twin from another mother. And you know her fruit is always juicy. It's Miss Lady Red Couture. Wow. Hey, Qween.
Hey, Qween.
How are you doing, Diva?
I'm doing good. A little hot, you know.
A little hot? Do you need an extra fanny?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll do a double duty, double duty, double duty, double duty, double duty.
Okay.
It's not as bad when we did DragCon. Sometimes everyone was like, she's having an attack. She's melting.
Because people don't understand when you really this big. You know what I mean? Sweat just comes. Now, you cover it pretty well. You know what I mean? When you sweat a little bit, it don't really look like you sweating. You know what I mean? And
that's a lie,
no,
Lady
no,
Red.
because listen, you got this thing, which I do love about you. You got this thing where you whip your hair to the side and everybody forgets that you're sweating.
Oh.
Me, ain't no whipping. Like, this is what it is.
Well, that's because you're wearing usually 10 wigs at once, and that's hot.
That is hot.
But you and I together, we've been touring around with our cabaret show.
Yes,
Work Queen, which will be around the country coming this summer, a bunch of different places.
Yes.
But you and I have realized that what we need for the show is Whitney Houston sweat rags.
Oh, yes.
Very important for us to have Whitney Houston sweat rags for the show, because otherwise it looks like we're dying, because we work hard when we're on stage.
Yeah, and we don't need no little, you know how they have a little napkin type, material.
Yeah, people have tried to give us napkins.
No, we need terry cloth.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Terry cloth was named terry cloth because when you terry, you're supposed to cry, and when you cry, it absorbs everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but people don't know that. So when you say terry cloth, they're like, you're being bougie. No, bitch, I'm doing research.
All right. All right. I didn't know you had so many confrontations with people over terry cloth.
Well, people don't listen. They be like, because remember we were at Work Queen and we're working. And you like, give us some napkins. And the girls pulls out like 4 napkins and she's like, here. And you like, can you just give the whole thing to me? You know what
4 napkins won't do. Just give us the napkin dispenser.
Give us the whole
What we need is Jonny and Lady Red matching monogrammed sweat rags.
That sounds good.
For us to dab, dab, dab.
Yes, then we will really be a part of a religious experience, because they do that in churches.
Oh, yes.
Yes, when the pastor gets upset or he get hot or something, he pull out his rag and he's wiping and yes,
That's just like me doing Hey Qween.
That's what I'm saying.
my children. We're gonna have a gay old time. We're gonna have a faggoty time. Hand me my sweat rag, Lady Red. Please, Lord Jesus, help me stop sweating like Whitney Houston on her last day.
Yeah.
I'm looking around for the girl.
Please, it's coming. You know it's coming. She'll be at our house later.
Oh my goodness, Lady Red. Please.
Jokes, people, jokes. Y'all got to learn how to
She's
laugh.
clean in heaven.
Laugh.
Oh, damn. Oh my goodness. Well, we have such a big show today. It's very exciting.
So excited, yes.
Now, before we introduce our main guest,
Yes.
there's another diva in the house today.
Ooh.
It's not Mr. Adam Joseph, who's on his family vacation. So shout out to Adam on vacation with his family.
Yes.
Hope they don't kill each other.
Oh, no. I know,
But
right?
in his place, of course, we have the beautiful and talented Miss Hey Couture Aviance.
How are you? I'm great, thanks.
Oh, Erica, you are stalactite-licious today.
She's pointy.
She's pointy, is she? Oh my goodness. Erica, are you high on crystals?
I'm so high on crystals. Rainbow crystals. That new shit. That new shit. Rainbow crystal girl.
Girl, I saw Erica at the club and she was high on crystals. Look at her with her crystal problem. You look gorgeous, Erica. I love it. And your wake-up wigs, look, your wake-up wigs look good too.
Yeah.
They've seen they were out a little too late last night. I was at home in bed by 9, but...
Were you? Erica Couture ruining everything by taking the wake-up wigs out to the club.
Yes.
Forcing them to do your crystals that you're wearing today. All right, well, enough foolishness, everyone. We have a huge show today with the gigantic guest. Bob the Drag Queen is here! And we'll be right back with her after this very gay break. Yeah! Hey everyone, Jonny here to let you know about our brand new website, HeyQween.tv. Not only do we have every single episode from every season of Hey Qween, but all of our side shows, Hot Tea, Judge Lady Red, He's Fit, Lady Red's Corner, Drag Cousins, Whoa Dude, and more. And most importantly, we have our brand new t-shirt shop with brand new t-shirts designs, including Every Boner is a Blessing. Hey Qween, look at her. Hello, children. Yes, Queen. Plus, tank tops for whores for the summertime. And don't forget, wear your Hey Qween shirts with me and Lady Red on them to show your support for everything Hey Qween. Buy them at HeyQween.tv.
Hey, Queen, would you like some tea, dear?
Tea? Tea? Nah, girl. I'm spilling the tea. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot! Full dossiers, honey. We are going to really let you have it. There's nothing that's sacred here, girl. If you got some drama in your life, we know about it. We're gonna let you know that they're going to know. Okay, honey? It's all gonna be what? The tea, honey. The total tea, girl. No O's, honey. The tea.
Hey, Queen.
Oh, our guest today slays them all, darling, whether she's on the stage or on RuPaul's Drag Race, where this season she snatched the crown away from all the other dolls and placed it where it belongs, on her head. Please welcome to Hey Qween season finale, Bob the Drag Queen! Gwen. Hey, Gwen.
That's what, when we did the RCP cruise together, you were like, my favorite, and someone goes, Hey Qween, and then it turns to, Hi Gwen, then it turns to, Hello Gwyneth.
Oh, right. That's from when my friends leave me voicemails on that say, Hey, Qween, in Queen's English, and the voicemail translate to text to, Hey, Gwen.
I love that. Hello Gwyneth.
Hello, Gwyneth. Bob the motherfucking dragon! Honey! I mean, it's so good to see you.
It's good to be seen. It's good. Right now, this is a great setup, and I have been a fan of yours for years.
Bless you, my angel.
Gay pimping since the beginning.
Since the beginning, honey.
I will never forget soccer practice.
Oh, well, I've got a long and storied career.
Girl, you do.
Full of but where one consistent thing, rhinestones and sparkly items.
You love a sparkle, girl.
Yeah, drag queens, go-go boys, and sparkle items.
Work.
And gay innuendo.
Is that going to be the name of your memoirs? Drag
Sparkle
queens,
items?
go-go boards, and sparkle items.
I think so.
I'm into it, girl.
It's ready. I'll be at Barnes & Noble tomorrow night signing copies.
Actually, the first time I ever saw RuPaul was at a Books A Million book signing in New York City, in Columbus Circle. Yep.
What year?
This was right after when she released a book, her first one was Letting It All Hang Out, and the second one was, Turning, I don't know what it was.
Keeping It All Together.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the second one?
Letting It All Hang Out. And the second one was
Tucking It All Back Up.
Probably. But anyway, I went to her book signing to meet her, and I was in full drag, bad drag, sad drag. Sad drag. And that was the first time I met RuPaul.
Was that when a time in which RuPaul was still dressing as the monster?
Oh no, there was no monster. No, she had on a fedora.
A
mustache from here to here.
Oh, that was the mustache era. The mustache era.
Did you notice that when Alex Trebek shaved his mustache, RuPaul grew one? I was like, I'm just saying.
Wow.
I've never seen her mustache in the same place at the same time. So Ru had the mustache, and she was wearing the fedora, and she came out like, this is the front. You like my outfit? This is the front. This is the back, and I was like, I love you.
And how old were you then? When you was
3.
3 years old, darling? You were so young and fresh.
And now I'm 10, and I have a thyroid problem, which is why I'm 9 feet tall.
Wow. Because you've loved RuPaul since you were a little kid, right?
Well, I love RuPaul since, there's 2 generations of queens and queers, too. There is, living now anyway, there is the generation who's like Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and there's a younger generation that's all like Tu Wong Fu.
Right.
So I was Tu Wong Fu, which is, by the way, a completely unrealistic view of drag queens.
What?
Like queens, let's get dressed in full drag,
right?
Buy a Cadillac and drive across the country,
and never get out of drag.
And never
ever get out of drag.
Wake up in the morning and be like,
There is one drag queen I know who does that. It's Miss Lady Red Couture. Hello. Lady Red, didn't you have a question for Bob?
Yeah. How's your brother, Bob?
Of course you would be asking about my brother. I like he's cute. First of all, I want to point out one thing. I'm way cuter than Justin. Let's just be clear.
Oh, wow.
Justin's like 3 feet tall. He's like a chunky little Wayne. He is not cute, girl. And I'm just like a young Tay Diggs.
Oh, you are.
But in drag, I look like an old Wesley Snipes.
Oh my God! So, is everybody in your family enjoying
Alive?
their?
Most of them.
Well, I was going to say their new notoriety for being the family of Bob the Drag Queen.
My brother came to DragCon and to the reunion.
I remember,
and he was like, "Oh my God, this is so." First of all, I am from the South, although for some reason I live in New York City. Caldwell is from Atlanta, but Bob the Drag Queen is a New Yorker. You know what I mean? Bob was in New York City. But I just don't have a Southern accent. I've never had a Southern accent, but my whole family, country. They make Chichi DeVane look like a city mouse. Like and my brother, he speaks so slow and with such a thick accent, you can never understand what he's saying. And he's like, man, it's crazy, man. I was crossing the street and somebody was like, hey, that's Bob, brother. And I was like, we need to move to LA, man. I was like, there's barely a basis to move to LA. He's like, someone on the street recognized me, so I should move to LA. I'm
Move
like,
here right away, darling.
if any young bachelorettes like Miss Couture are looking to sponsor a slightly chunky, shorter version of me.
I mean, I got him.
You have Justin Caldwell.
I think you have a taker right over there.
I got him, son. Trust me, I got him.
Yes, you do. Okay, so let's have a flashback before we go into everything. When I met you, we did an RSVP cruise.
Yes.
And that was when we first met, and we connected, and we had so much fun. And that was when I first saw your amazing artistry, your way to put white people under a spell that only a diva can weave. You put all the white people on that RSVP cruise
old black magic.
Your spell. That old black magic worked so well. Erica, Bob had a show that she did. She would host the stand-up shows, right?
It was me, you, Zach Noe Towers,
Right.
Poppy Kramer, and not Gilda Radner.
Gilda Radner was there.
Sheila Radner.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Bob also had her own solo show, which you do like a couple times.
I did 3, and then by popular demand, I did one more.
Right. That was when I knew Bob was someone very special, because Bob was like, "Oh, come down and see my last show. You know, it's going to be fine." And then I was late. I was like an hour late to the show because I was doing something else. The show was still going on.
It was
like
madness.
your show was supposed to be an hour and a half, and I think it ended up being 3 hours.
They kept being like, do another.
They were like, another. And you just kept being like 10, 12, 16, 21. And you just kept doing numbers and numbers and numbers. And you drove those people into a motherfucking frenzy on that boat.
It was so much fun. I went back and did it again this past February.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing. They really received me well. And I have a tendency to, like, whenever I go in somewhere, I'm going to be really, even though for some reason on TV, I guess I seem a little bit arrogant and maybe a little bit mean. And maybe I'm certainly confident.
Confident, yes.
And I certainly don't let people bully me around. If I was a Real Housewife of somewhere, I'd say, I'm not mean, I'm just real.
Right.
I keep it real is what I do. But they fucking love me. So I was like, it was a great time. I had so much fun on that cruise.
Yeah, and that was also the moment after you did that show where everyone went insane. So when Kathy and Jimmy requested a private meeting with you in the dining hall.
Well, what she said was, she came up to me and she goes, "Meet me by the French fries." So I went up and did I tell you what she did? Did I tell you what she did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sat down on this boat with me and Kathy and Jimmy. And my friend Judy Darling Coleman.
Right.
And Kathy and Jimmy like picked up her phone and she was like, it was a lot of numbers.
Right, we're on, and it's international waters.
Well, she was playing Minesweeper, and then she started calling a number. And then she was like, "Hey, RuPaul, I am sitting here with the next winner of your show. You need to call me back."
Right.
And I was like,
and there it was.
Lauren,
and look what happened. So when I knew that had happened, that Kathy and Jimmy made the personal call, and Kathy and Jimmy, what a great cell phone plan you have. You just call right from the middle of the ocean.
We were in the middle of the ocean,
international waters.
You remember the guy that almost died on our ship?
I don't. What happened?
You don't remember this? We had to turn back and go back to Miami.
Oh, right, because someone did GHB or something like that.
By the way, this is not Atlantis Cruises. This is like a daddy cruise. This is like the youngest person above me was like 99 years old.
Yes.
And they're like on the dance floor like partying. And he G'd out. And I don't know what they did with the body, but there was a lot of chili the next day. Oh, really? You're not into chili jokes? He didn't actually die. I didn't check. I don't know.
And we ate him in the chili. So I knew when after that call that I was fingers crossed that you were going to be on the season. And then when I saw you were, I was like, "Ooh, these bitches better watch out because I've seen Bob in action, honey."
Well, thank you. No, this season I was living my dreams. When I say living my dreams this season, I was like, you know what? I'm here. I'm on my favorite TV show.
Yeah.
And you only get one opportunity. Well, if you win, you only get one opportunity. I mean, I'm not trying to come back for All Stars, bitch. I'm trying to get this shit popping right now. You know what I mean? And I fucking came. I saw and I conquered. I wasn't mad about it.
I mean, you were ready. You had your material, you had your taglines, and it wasn't like you prepped it for the show. You've been doing live performing in New York, hustling your ass off for years, so you were ready. And preparedness is the key to winning and coming in with the right attitude.
Success is where, when preparation meets timing or something like that.
Right, exactly.
And everyone thinks I came in like I was at home like I'm gonna make a purse and then I'm gonna say purse first. That kind of just organically happened. I just made this purse on the show,
right?
And then I just walked out with the purse because it is a known fact. And I carried my
right. It is a known fact that a lady is never sure at night.
So I carried my purse out and then like, what did you do? I was like, I came out purse first. Ooh, purse first. And then everyone started purse firsting, and then RuPaul did purse first at the finale.
I mean, I saw that because we were there and we saw you gave her the purse, and then when the cameras went off, RuPaul grabbed that purse
and she purse first right off stage.
She said, "I think I'm gonna go over here."
I was like, and people didn't realize what she said. My favorite thing she said that did not make the air was she goes, "Bob the drag queen. There's a lot of reasons why you deserve to be America's next drag superstar. But the most important one is because you didn't eat a fucking baby." That was my favorite thing she said. You remember that?
Yeah.
But it didn't air. I was like, "What?"
I mean, we'll get into the whole Drag Race experience, but I want to talk about why you're feeling right now. I mean, I know you've been hustling it for years in New York. You would go from show to show to show to show. You do 3 shows in a night.
True.
And, when I met you, I was like, this bitch is... She's like so great, but your Twitter followers were like 800 people.
Yeah, it was.
And so you were like a New York secret at that time.
Well, the thing is, like, it's hard. I mean, I call RuPaul drag queen Jesus. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because like to make it into heaven, you got to go through Jesus, and to make it into drag fame, a lot of times you got to fucking go through RuPaul. Yeah, you know what I mean? And my biggest thing up to that point, I was known as Bianca's friend, which is
right.
So funny because we don't even speak. She's a good friend of mine, but like I was not like when you're it's interesting being a friend of a drag race girl, like Vicky Vox and Trannika Rex, and at one point Bob the Drag Queen, Monet Exchange. These are all friends of RuPaul's Drag Race girls, and then the fans start kind of getting wind of you, and then sometimes you end up on the show, sometimes you don't end up on the show, but sometimes
you get those bookings anyway with a little bit of extra shine.
It's true, because Vicky was working the circuit. Vicky did like the Drag Stars at Sea Cruise, with all the. I was like, work, girl, you fucking get.
Well, she was a star of that video that has 20 million views.
True.
So that's a little extra than being a friend of.
True that.
But back to you. You were like New York secret. You were working, hustling. You were ready, and then suddenly, RuPaul's Drag Race is the only show where truly you can become an overnight superstar. Because from the minute the list was released, I'm sure everything changed.
Yeah, I mean, I have friends who've done other reality TV shows.
Yeah.
On much larger networks.
Yeah.
But there's something really magical about RuPaul's Drag Race.
There is.
I mean, like fucking Cupcake Wars. he gets like a bajillion hits and views. But you go on RuPaul's Drag Race, and like I'm telling you, from the day they announce you, people are like, can you come to my bar mitzvah, my club, my wine reading, I don't know, whatever. Book reading, wine opening, whatever. But yeah, and it happens overnight, and Drag Race has such a cult following, and it is legit the best reality TV show to ever be on TV.
Agreed.
It's true.
That's for sure.
And I'm like, exactly.
Y'all better applaud because they're listening.
And I don't understand how Drag Race has not won an Emmy.
Oh, I agree.
That girl from Dance with the Stars wins Best Host every fucking year. I'm like, honestly,
I know.
RuPaul is the producer, RuPaul is the host, RuPaul is literally the judge, jury, and executioner.
Yes, she is.
Like literally.
I think we should start campaigning right now. RuPaul Drag Race for an Emmy.
Honestly, it really is. It is the best show, the best reality TV show.
Yeah.
Of all time. And then there are I don't think there's a show with a more arduous audition process. Mm-hmm. And people from other shows can't do what the fucking Drag Race girls do.
No.
If you pull someone from fucking American Idol and tell them to make their own outfit, they'll be looking crazy as hell.
They'll be crying.
They'll all be looking like Naysha Lopez. It was a bad outfit. Oh my God, there's nothing wrong with that. Naysha and I are friends, but that was a horrible outfit. The worst. My friends are like, don't they help you guys sew? And I'm like, what world do you live in where someone would help Kimchi make this like Galliano-inspired cat costume and then staple some fabric to Nacia Lopez? That was not a fair
Right. Oh my God. So it is really, your life has totally changed just within the, like, what is it, 8 weeks that the show airs?
We filmed it in the summer, and then there's like 8 months.
8 months where you have to sit on the secret.
And I can keep a secret. I'm all about secrets. And then February 1st is when they announce the cast, and then a month later, the show airs.
I know. So talk to me about your night at Barracuda. The cast list comes out. What is that night like? Because you're sitting on this gag of an ad like all those months.
So I'm headed down to Barracuda, and I wake up in the morning, and my Twitter is like going crazy. My Instagram went from like 10,000 followers to like 90,000 followers in one day.
Yeah, all your social media, I'm sure, blew up the way it deserved to be.
I was like, oh my God, that was really hot. I showed Barracuda, and you know, I was very known in New York City, and I was like the hometown hero.
Yeah, you totally. I mean, that's the thing. New York, everybody knew you.
Yeah. So the bar was packed, the house down boots. And we fucking just like turned it out that night. It was a lot of fun. I started selling my Bob merch, which you're wearing.
Yes, I am. Close up on Bob. And this was the same. You had a sign that said this. You brought it on the cruise. I've known this very well.
So available at bobthedragqueen.com.
Ding. So then the show starts airing, and you got, I mean, I'd say you flew by with pretty much flying colors. You didn't get major shade from anybody. You didn't get into too many fights.
No, I got into it with Derek. Well, actually, I got into it in one episode. I got into it with Derek Barry, Lucian Piani, and Thorgy Thor.
That's true.
In one episode.
Right.
That was the episode where Thorgy kept fucking talking to the other group, and I was like, bitch, we have work to do. We're on a time budget. And then Lucian Piani was irritating the shit out of me.
Right, I remember that. That was the moment everyone was like, oh, maybe she won't win.
Exactly.
Maybe her attitude.
And then Derek Barry was like, you're ratchet. And I was like, I don't want to read this bitch. But sometimes you can't look at words and not read them. Louise, write that one down. Can't look at words. Thank you.
What was it like having the three other New York girls in the cast?
Well, okay, Thorgy is an old friend of mine.
Right.
And not that I've known her that long. She's just an old person. I've known Thorgy almost since I started drag. And Acid Betty is like a legend.
Right.
Like, Acid Betty pretty much came out of retirement to do RuPaul's Drag Race. That's the power of Drag Race.
Right, because when I lived in New York, she was really doing it, and I didn't even know her, but you'd see her from afar with a gigantic mohawk looking intimidating.
She is, in my opinion, the best look queen that's ever been on RuPaul's Drag Race. She does stuff, that fucking neon look with a braided box, like boxes of braids going down, hooked on with carabiners. I was like, this is brilliant. How did you think of this? She's so smart and so clever. And Thorgy's so funny and so creative. It was amazing having them there. But except Thorgy was being fucking shady to me during the whole season, which I didn't know until I got home and I was watching it.
So you didn't, so all of that stuff that we kind of saw where Thorgy was be like, Westwood, shut up, or
I never saw that.
Interesting.
Which is funny because like people would come and be like, "Who's your best friend?" I'm like, Thorgy's my best friend. They'd be like, "Thorgy, what do you think about?" I was like, "I fucking hate her," and I'm like, "Thorgy, love you." Oh wow. I'm across the room like, "Hey sis," and she's like,
oh wow. Now, did you have to make a phone call after you got home and be like, bitch?
No. I mean, I kind of just took it in stride. I mean, it's not in my fucking business.
Well, and also, you knew that you were in the top three, so it did not really matter.
Not really mad at you.
Right, that was the kind of thing, is like, though maybe you had a little shade here and there with someone else, you were on the track to the win, so there was not really any time to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I am very competitive, and I came in, I was like, listen, I am trying to win RuPaul's Drag Race. And I remember one day being backstage and being like, asking everyone, like, who do you think you're going to win? Or do you think you're gonna win?
Yes.
Do you think you're gonna win? Because I was like, you just can't compete if you don't think you're gonna win. I mean, everyone there should be like, I'm gonna win. I don't know that everyone there thought. As soon as they called me, I was like, I just won Drag Race.
Right.
I was like, this is it. I didn't know who showed up. I didn't know who else signed up. I was like, this is it. I just won Drag Race, girl. Here it comes.
Right.
So I walked in there. I could not see any other goal in mind besides me winning RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. Because you also would, you can tell that you felt like you're going to win because those untucked, you'd be like, so how did everybody think they did? I know I did good. What about you? But did you think you were really good though? I'm not sure.
I'm like, how was everyone? Because I fucking slay. What about you guys? I pretty much did. So who else wants to talk about me?